Billions of years ago, deep beneath the crust of the Earth where no sunlight could ever reach, the planet began a secret project to create the most beautiful treasures known to mankind. In dark, silent caves that stretch for miles underground, extreme heat and crushing pressure worked together over centuries and millenniums to squeeze tiny minerals into jagged, sparkling jewels like diamonds, rubies, and giant quartz spikes. Ancient explorers and kings would travel across dangerous deserts and climb the highest mountains just to find a single glowing stone, believing that these crystals held magical powers or the secrets of the universe. And for thousands of years, the only way to get a crystal was to dig deep into the ground and wait for nature to finish its slow, million-year work. But today, right inside your kitchen, you are going to break the rules of time and become a master alchemist who can do in one single night what the Earth takes an eternity to finish. You are going to create a dazzling, icy masterpiece while you are fast asleep in your warm bed. But first, you have to brew a very special and powerful potion using the science of supersaturation. It all starts with the most dangerous element of all, which is boiling hot water, so you must summon a tall adult to help you handle the heat, because we need the water to be scorching hot to activate its super strength. When water is cold, the tiny water molecules hold hands tightly and refuse to let anything else in. But when you boil the water, those molecules start running around wildly and create empty spaces between them, which is exactly where we are going to hide our secret ingredient. Carefully pour that steaming, bubbling water into a clear, heat-safe glass jar that will serve as your laboratory beaker. Now, reach for your bag of Epsom salts, which look like tiny snowballs, or grab regular table salt if that is all you have, and begin the transformation. Drop 1 big tablespoon of salt into the hot water and stir it with a spoon, watching closely as the white grains swirl around and suddenly vanish like ghosts into the clear liquid. This is the water swallowing the salt, but we need to make the water so full that it cannot eat another bite. So keep adding tablespoon after tablespoon of salt and stirring constantly until you notice that the salt stops disappearing and starts piling up at the bottom of the jar like a layer of white sand. This is the magic moment called supersaturation, which means the water is holding more salt than it naturally wants to, and it is ready to explode into crystals the moment it gets a chance. If you want your crystals to look like precious emeralds or rubies, squeeze a single drop of food coloring into the mix and watch the colors swirl through the potion like a cloud of smoke. Now you need to build a trap to catch the crystals, so take a simple pencil and tie a piece of string to the middle of it. Then tie a small metal washer or a paper clip to the bottom of the string to act as an anchor that will keep the line straight. Lower the string into your hot, salty potion and balance the pencil across the top of the jar so the washer hangs deep in the water without touching the glass sides, hovering there like a diver waiting for treasure. Carefully move your jar into the refrigerator, the coldest place in your house, and close the door to seal it in darkness. This is where the real science happens, because as the hot water rapidly cools down in the chilly fridge, the water molecules start to slow down, get cold, and move closer together again. As they squeeze tight, they have no room left to hold on to all that salt you tricked them into carrying, so they kick the salt out. The salt has nowhere to go, so it desperately grabs onto the nearest rough surface, which is your string, and begins to stack up block by block in perfect geometric patterns. While you were sleeping and dreaming, millions of tiny salt particles are rushing out of the water and building a jagged, sparkling skyscraper on your string. When you wake up the next morning and run to the fridge to open the door, you will lift the pencil and pull out a dripping, glittering chain of hard, square crystals that look just like the ancient gems found in deep caves. You have successfully tricked nature and grown a beautiful, fragile jewel overnight, creating a jagged, icy treasure that you can inspect with a magnifying glass to see the perfect, sharp edges that formed silently in the dark.